Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the most intriguing prospect the Dolphins took in the 2020 NFL Draft, Malcolm Perry, the quarterback from Navy. Obviously, I'm mostly joking. The player that Miami took in the 2020 NFL Draft, who they're hinging their future on, is Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback from Alabama. However, the 7th round pick out of Navy, Malcolm Perry, to me, probably is one of the more slept-on players that was taken in the later rounds of the draft. If you're watching this video, there's a very good chance that you don't even know who Malcolm Perry is, and I don't blame you at all. Malcolm Perry, or as I like to call him, the next Julian Edelman. I'm giving him the name the next Julian Edelman mostly because of where their backstory has led them up to this point. Julian Edelman and Malcolm Perry were both quarterbacks in college. However, their future as a quarterback in the NFL looked pretty dark, so they had to change their position. Malcolm Perry, we have yet to see what he's going to be used as, but he's probably going to be used as a hybrid between wide receiver and running back. And we've obviously seen Julian Edelman's career as he's carved out a pretty elite career, getting him 3 rings and even a Super Bowl MVP along the way. Even looking at what they did in college as a quarterback, it's pretty similar between how they made their mark in college more in the running and even in Malcolm Perry's case in the receiving game more than they did in the passing game. Julian Edelman playing at Kent State never had a season in which he completed over 55% of his passes, and he had never had even 2,000 yards passing, and every single one of his seasons except for his senior year, he had more interceptions than he had touchdowns. However, he was somewhat of an elite player when it came to running quarterbacks. In his senior season, he had over 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns, and he even did a little bit in the punt return game as well. Pretty much the exact same could be said about Malcolm Perry. Malcolm Perry, if you don't know, went to Navy to play quarterback, but being the Navy quarterback pretty much just is a glorified extra running back because of how they run their system at Navy. In his career, Malcolm Perry ran for over 4,000 yards, including a 2,000-yard season in 2019, while in the passing game, he only had about 1,300 yards. In fact, in the Navy quarterback's sophomore year, he had more kick return yards than he had passing yards. That's how fewly often they threw at Navy. Setting their college careers aside, even looking at the little minute details like where these guys were drafted, both Julian Edelman and Malcolm Perry were taken in the 7th round. I believe Julian Edelman was taken that pick like 230, and Malcolm Perry was taken at pick 246. Even down to how these guys are built, Julian Edelman is about 5'9", 180 pounds, and Malcolm Perry is around the same. He's about 5'10", 185 pounds. I will say, the last thing that I want to do is just immediately say that Malcolm Perry is going to be Julian Edelman at the next level, because I think just saying that, it's kind of an unrealistic comparison between the two. When you look at the situation that both of these guys were going into in their respective rookie season, Julian Edelman had Hall of Fame Tom Brady at probably the peak of his career, and Malcolm Perry is going into a rebuild situation where their quarterback is more than likely going to be a rookie. However, the difference in these situations probably bodes a little bit better for Malcolm Perry. Because the team is more than likely going to still be in a little bit of a rebuilding phase this first season, he should have all the chance in the world to make an immediate impact on this squad. I will say it could be pretty tough for Malcolm Perry to make his way onto this roster, even given if he's solidifying his role as a running back. It will be tough for him to outplay guys like Jordan Howard or Matt Breida or Kalen Ballage. Kalen Ballage was, he had a bit of an up and down year in Miami last year, but he still has a little bit of potential. Matt Breida they traded for, and Jordan Howard was a little bit of a priority free agent for them last season. And even looking at wide receivers, you got guys like Devontae Parker, Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson. They got a lot of guys in both the running back and wide receiver rooms. But Malcolm Perry comes from a background where he knows he has to work hard and be tough. In fact, he was elected the team captain for the Navy football team, which I don't know what you guys take from that, but I know, and many people around the league know, that is a highly sought after, that's a really highly respected position to be elected to from your football team. More than anything, I just really want Malcolm Perry to have a successful career, even if he is not a Hall of Fame player. If he's anything like Julian Edelman in his NFL career, I would be so happy, because ever since I saw him at the combine, I just have wanted him to succeed at the next level, and he has a really good chance to do it. I know he's going to work hard. I know he's got the skill. I know he's got good enough skill to do it. He's a smart guy. He's got somewhat of a experience at the running back / wide receiver position, and who knows? All it takes really is one play. All it takes is him succeeding at one job for him to succeed in this league for a long time to come. Even just making his way as a special team guy. We've seen Julian Edelman's teammate Matthew Slater. He's been to I don't even know how many Pro Bowls literally just as a special team guy, and he might even make the Hall of Fame just off being a special team player. Yeah, just a little side note. Looking at Matthew Slater's career, he's played only 200 snaps. He's a designated wide receiver. He's played 200 snaps on offense, and he's been to 8 Pro Bowls, and he's been a first-team All-Pro twice in his career. So, yeah, if Malcolm Perry is just that, I think he'd be fine with that. So really, I guess just to wrap up this video, I just want to leave it with, I hope this guy gets a fair shot, because he played his role as the quarterback of the Navy football team. He was the team captain, and now he's in the league. He hasn't signed a contract yet with the Miami Dolphins, but I hope he's able to get something worked out with them to where he makes it through training camp, gets on the 53-man roster, and is able to make a solid impact as a good contributor for the team. Julian Edelman, even in his first few years, wasn't really a known player around the league, and then he made his way into becoming their main punt return guy, and then he became, some people call him a Hall of Fame wide receiver, but even if you don't call him that, you have to call him a 3-time Super Bowl champ and a Super Bowl MVP. With all that being said, that's going to be the end of the video for me, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you do, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy the video, make sure you hit the dislike button. Any feedback at this point is much appreciated. If there's anything you think I forgot to talk about, just make sure you leave a comment down below. If you like the videos that I've been putting out, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I try to put out as much content as possible. And I hope you're having a good rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.